What women want. This is a question that I get all the time. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So I got this question from a longtime subscriber. I think he's going through some things due to the pandemic. You know, a lot of people out there having a hard time. Some people lost their jobs. Some people have the lack of hours. Some people are laid off. Some people don't even know if they're going to have a job, you know, due to the situation. Um, it's all kinds of situations going on out here today. So he says his wife is, you know, kind of giving him a hard time because of the situation that's going on, the work situation, and the virus, and everything included. It's a lot to go. It's a lot to handle. Um, you just gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep moving forward. See, here's the thing with a lot of guys. A lot of guys are scared, just like women are scared. You can't you can't be like that. You can't live scared like that. In these times, you have to understand, women want to feel like they can lean on the guy for emotional support. But if the guy is scared as much as the woman is, she's looking at the guy like he's just as scared as I am. He's panicking too. That's not gonna work. You got to stay strong. You got to stay hard like a rock in these difficult times. You know, and see, you got to get out that house. I know sometimes a lot of guys say, "Man, I got my PS4, man, and my dog. I'm good." No, no. Now, women will say, "Hey, it's okay. You can be a house dad and stay home and take care of the kids, and I'll go out to work." They're not gonna be able to go but so far with that without you being disrespected. That's what's gonna happen. Now they might say one thing, but they're gonna eventually do the other. And you have to understand this. She doesn't think she's going to disrespect you. This is what a lot of guys don't understand. Women are the only creatures that will say one thing but do the other. Because logically speaking, that's what she thinks. But she doesn't feel that way. See, the feeling comes later. The logic comes in the moment for a woman. This is why a lot of guys get confused. See, a woman will say almost anything in the beginning, in the moment. In the moment, she might think, "Hey, I would never do a guy like that. If he's having financial problems, if he's sick, I would be behind him until it happens." And she really doesn't know what to do. But she does based on what she feels. But that's who women are. That's who they are. But you as a man, you got to stay strong. You got to stay disciplined. This is why desire, dedication, and discipline, you must maintain that at all times. Because the one thing you must not ever do is lose your masculine frame. Now, some people will say, some guys, they lost their way. You call it whatever you want to call it, but you can't do that. This is why a lot of relationships end. They fail because let's say you as a man, maybe you were taking care of everything, you're a good provider, you were doing whatever you're supposed to do, basically. Everything was going the way you would like. She says she's happy. She looks like she's happy, whatever. Then all of a sudden, things start to happen. Maybe you get sick. Maybe you lost your job. That's just what it is. Things happen. But let's say it starts to linger for a long time. Like years go by. 5, 10 years go by. And you just never recovered from that job loss. You just never recovered. It's never been the same since you lost your job. What usually happens is a lot of women will say, okay, I'll stick by him or whatever. She might stay with you, but she's going to disrespect you. Because a lot of women will they want to be women. They want to be feminine. They don't want to have to be a man. So a lot of women will take on the masculine frame of a man because she feels like she has to do that in order to go out there and bring the money home. Because she'll look at you like he ain't making an effort like I am. I really don't want to be doing this. So that's where she starts to feel resentment towards you. So as a guy in the relationship, the household, the marriage, you have to take on more responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen. Is it fair? No. But that's just how it is in this society. See, this society doesn't support the relationship between the sexes. It started in the 60s with feminism. This country has been trying to demasculate men and have women thinking that they have to take on a masculine role. And anybody that does that is evil to me. You want women to act like men and men to act like women. This is why a lot of guys are scared out here today. They don't know how they're supposed to be because the person that raised them didn't have no influence on them. They weren't taught. And 9 times out of 10, the women, they don't know how to respond because they weren't taught, weren't raised right. So you got a bunch of broken people or lost people out here trying to figure out everything along with this pandemic in between the problems that they have with their relationship. This is why people are getting a divorce more than ever in this day and time. Because they can't get past the problems that they have. They had problems even before the pandemic. And now you throw in the pandemic, it's chaos. You know, it's chaos. So at the end of the day, women, regardless of what they say, they want to be women. They want to play a woman's position. That's what they want. They want to be able to feel like a girly girl. That's what they really want. And they want to go back to their friends and brag about the man that they have at home. That's what they want. Now, some people will say, oh, women they want everything. Yeah, they do. Like a kid in a candy store. They want to go back to their friends and brag about the guy they have at home. And they want to dress up like a girly girl and laugh and smile and have sex and all that stuff, you know. And they don't want to have to worry about anything. Because for her to have to worry about things, that's kind of being like a man to her. She doesn't want to have to worry about anything. Everything should be covered. If she have any problems, usually the man should come in and say, "Hey, I'll take care of it. We'll work it out. You don't have to worry about it." That's what they want. They don't have to. They don't want to be stressed. I mean, no one wants to be stressed, you know. But this is how you get the best out of a woman. Your job is not to try to change a woman. Your job is to try to add in to a woman. Help her become more who she already is. That's your job. Your job is not to try to change them. You can't change anybody. You can influence. You can upgrade, but you can't really change anybody. You know. So I get these kind of questions all the time. You know, a lot of guys are confused because they get caught into what women say, and I don't really pay attention to what they say. I pay attention to what they don't say. Sometimes you gotta read in between the lines, you know, and it's a thin line, very thin, you know. So I hope this video helps you out. And if you forget anything else, just remember this one point. Never get lost. Always maintain your masculinity. Always. Doesn't matter. It might be chaos around you. Bombs going off. Everything's falling apart. People dying. You lost your job. Kids sick. You have to always remember who you are at the core. Because everyone is going to be looking at you. You have to represent. You have to lead by example. You know. See, in this country, we don't need more education. We need better leadership. And if you don't believe me, look at the president. Look at the leadership. Look at the politicians in your town. It's leadership. That's the problem. It's not education. It's leadership. It starts with leadership. You got to lead by example. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do if you ain't doing it. It doesn't work. And if you raise your kids to be like that, they're going to be failures. They're going to be losers. So, hey, hope this video helps. Like the video, share the video. Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.